Why is it so hard for people to find life insurance? According to the interwebs, there's 737 different companies that sell life insurance. That does not include agencies, like the Smith Agency, the Johnson Agency, the Harris Agency, the Upside Down Pineapple Agency. They all sell life insurance for these companies. So you've got 737, you've got all these agencies that sell policies for them. And then after that, more options. You've got over 105,000 life insurance agents as of 2021. I think that number is probably low, but there's a high turnover rate, so it is possible that there are only 105,000 agents. And then after that, you've got options. Like, what do you want? What do you need? You've got the term policy and the whole life policy, the top two. There's IULs. I won't go into that right now. But for the term policy, you've got an annual renewable term, a level term, 10-year term, 20-year term, 25, 30, 40-year term. For the whole life, you've got the single pay, the 10 pay, the 20 pay, the pay to 65, continuous pay, and then you've got the guaranteed issue, guaranteed acceptance life insurance. I do want to mention the increasing term. Those are disguised, in my opinion, as whole life policies, so they seem like they're a great deal until 1 year goes by, and then the price increases by 20 to 30%, and then 5 years go by, and it doubles. So, if possible, avoid the increasing term. The agent who you speak with should probably tell you, or should definitely tell you, that it is an increasing term. You should know exactly what you're getting. Those are not good, in my opinion. So, where do you go to get life insurance information to get life insurance? In my opinion, the best bet is to find a good broker. I am a broker, and I would buy life insurance from me, but this might not be the case for you. So I would go directly to the source. That would be like going directly to Mutual Omaha's website, going directly to SBLI, going directly to Foresters, John Hancock, American Amicable, whatever company, and do some research, find the company that's going to be best suited for your needs, your health conditions, and get a quote from them. And when you get to the website, make sure you don't put in your phone number, even if it is directly from the carrier. I try to avoid putting in the phone number until you're filling out the application, right? Because even though it's directly from the company, sometimes they call you back, and it's not going to be as bad as if you went online and just filled out some random survey or some random advertisement for a quote. But they have a potential to call you back, so just be careful of that. The third option that I would recommend would be to ask a friend. Check with your friends, see what kind of policy they have, who they're with, if their agent's good, and if they are, then ask to get their agent's information so they can help you out with that process. Before I would start looking for life insurance, two things that I would recommend highly, and this would be to, like I say always, what is your budget? Is your budget 25 a month, $50 a month, 75, 100, $200 a month? How much can you comfortably spend? Not how much you're willing to spend, but how much you are comfortably able to spend each month for a life insurance policy. Have that number. Do not exceed that number, even though you may want to for more coverage. Always start with what is comfortable. The second thing I would recommend before starting to look for life insurance would be to figure out what you want it to cover. If you're younger, you're married, you got young kids, you got a mortgage, you probably want to start with a term policy, provided that you get approved, you're healthy enough to get approved for a term policy. And what I would recommend to look for in that situation would be something to cover the cost of your mortgage, cover the cost of your debt, and to cover the cost of your funeral. For final expense, it's important to know kind of what you want it to cover. There's going to be a funeral or cremation. The funerals are between $7,000 to $12,000 right now. I think it's the national average. I would probably start around $10,000. That's a pretty good start. That would be my target point for the funeral coverage. For cremations, they're really inexpensive. I think a cremation's probably around $1,000. The urns maybe like a couple hundred. You can get one on Amazon for like $80. So I would probably go for around $3,000 for the cremation. But always start with this. So, and do not exceed your budget, and know exactly what you want your policy to cover. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.